Today, you and I are diving deep into exactly how you can scale your 9x12 postcard business to $240,000 per month in pure profit. So let's get started. So if you've successfully filled your first 9x12 postcard, or you're just getting started on your journey, this video is gonna change your game. But hold up, if you're brand new and you haven't hit that milestone of selling your first card and making $5,000 in profit in your first month, that's no worries at all. Just click the video popping up top right corner of this screen for my complete step-by-step beginner's tutorial on how to sell out your first postcard from start to finish and make $5,000 in profit in your first month, whether or not you're working a job on the side or what. And by the way, you don't need any money up front to sell out these cards, so just watch that video, you'll see. On the other hand, if you've conquered that first card and you're looking around wondering, okay, what's next? Then this video is made exactly for you. All right, now let's dive into scaling your business. Let's break down exactly how you'll hit over $240,000 annually. So each 9x12 card you sell out, which you probably know, generates roughly $4,000 in net profit. So 4 cards monthly equals about $16,000 in profit, totaling $192,000 annually. However, when you're naturally adding in premium offers, upsells like SEO, web design, social media marketing, then you'll easily bump that number to well over $200,000 in pure profit. And if you don't know how to do social media marketing or anything, just outsource it, hire somebody else that's really good at it, and keep the difference. But don't say no to opportunities for more profit. You can literally make a couple grand just for a good referral. And you know, the craziest part about what I'm about to teach you is that you'll be working less than you did when you were selling out just 1 card per month. And that sounds crazy, but first things first, why exactly 4 cards? Why not 2, 3, or 5 cards? With 4 cards per month, you're selling roughly $16,000 in net profit per month. So that's nearly $200,000 annually, just by keeping things consistent like we talked about. But here's what makes this really powerful. Scaling to 4 cards doesn't mean multiplying your workload by 4. If you're putting in 4 times the effort, honestly, you're an idiot. And you're doing something drastically wrong, and you're gonna hate your life. So the secret is simple. You need smart systems, powerful automations, and strategic delegation to get the job done. So this setup means each additional card becomes easier rather than harder. So think about this, making $16,000 a month comfortably while working fewer hours than most full-time employees. Imagine what that could do for you, for your life, for your family. Let's talk about exactly how to make this happen tangibly in action. So scaling your postcard business isn't just about more ads and more emails. It's about making a crucial mindset shift from being an operator, grinding out every task yourself, to becoming an owner. So early on, you're obviously hustling, sending emails, designing ads, gathering leads manually. You're doing everything, all the grunt work. But at scale, that approach just doesn't cut it. You're no longer the person scrambling around at midnight, scraping leads from Facebook groups, and instead, you're the mastermind behind a well-oiled machine. So you're building repeatable systems, templates, automations, scripts that you can trust to run smoothly without constant oversight by you. And let me tell you clearly, you are not scalable, but your systems, absolutely scalable. So let's unpack how you set this up. The #1 game changer for scaling your postcard business is delegation. So let's dive deep into exactly how to set up a robust delegation strategy that frees up your time and multiplies your income. And most of the video will be about delegation. So step 1, identify your core strengths first. Make a comprehensive list of every single task that you personally handle, from lead generation to ad design to customer support to bookkeeping even, every single task. And then circle only the tasks that you're genuinely exceptional at, tasks that directly move the needle financially, like closing high-value sales or making strategic partnerships, holding events, things like that. So everything else is fair game for delegation. Now step 2, you need to systematize your lead generation. Lead gen is crucial, but extremely time-consuming, as you probably already know. So here's how to efficiently delegate it. You need to hire a virtual assistant to gather leads, for sure. Or better yet, hire me. I'll collect a list of well over 300 leads. I'm way too generous with that. All with contact information within 48 hours, any location you want, within the radius you want, within the industries you want. It'll save you dozens of hours. So if you want me to do that for you, the link is in the description. So don't be ignorant. Don't do the low-wage work yourself. So step 3, delegate your email outreach. You're probably happy about this. You should never be manually sending emails beyond your first card or your second card. So invest in a cheap virtual assistant to handle your email outreach. Accents don't matter over email like they do over cold calls. So set them up with sequences and systems tailored to different types of prospects. So at this point, you should have specific email scripts for specific industries if you're really trying to take it to the next level. Train them on these. Train them to understand when to follow up based on your specific system, not just randomly, not the way that they want to do it. This way they can set up reminders based on what you want. So base this follow-up on recipient behavior, opens, clicks, and replies. And you can see if prospects opened or clicked on your emails by using the free Google Chrome extension called snove.io. Step 4, outsource your ad design. If you're still doing ad design after 2 cards, you're gonna go crazy. Designing ads, if you're average, can take up to like 30 hours per card. So hire my team to handle ad creation or anybody else. It's seriously a no-brainer. We cost $25 per ad slot. That's literally $400 maximum, assuming no other advertisers send you their own ad to use, which is unrealistic anyway. So don't you think you could sell a couple slots in the 30 hours that it would take you to design the full card? Spend the few $100 so you can use those 30 hours, that extra time, to make thousands of dollars in sales. So step 5, delegate administrative tasks. So hire a part-time administrative assistant to do the following. 1, they should handle bookkeeping and invoice management. 2, they're responsible for collecting and organizing ad materials from your clients that you've already closed. Number 3, they maintain regular client communication and updates, ensuring that your customers always feel valued. So they answer the questions, they keep your customers informed. So any customer support is managed by them. That way you don't get pestered while you're spending time doing high value things like making sales and hosting events. Step 6, use a CRM, like the 9x12 method CRM, which we have a free trial now, link in description. So if you're still using an Excel spreadsheet at this point, you must go to sleep with a headache every single night. Because at this point, it's time to get serious and import your contacts into a proper CRM that was built by 9x12ers for 9x12ers specifically. That'll make the headaches go away. It'll allow for your assistants to handle the follow-up, schedule the follow-up, the reminders, and keep track of invoices from the app. You can use the card management feature to keep track of which slots were sold to what businesses on what card. Because when you have 4 cards running, even keeping track of how many slots you have left can be difficult. So this does that legwork for you and more. Plus it takes no more than 30 seconds to import all of your contacts. I don't care if you have 2,000 contacts, it'll take less than 30 seconds to import them from your spreadsheet into the CRM, and all of their contact info will transfer right over. So it's a cakewalk, there's a free trial like I said, it's a no-brainer at this stage in the game if you want to stop having headaches. So step 7, hire a salesperson once you have all these previous systems in place. It's time to hire a commission-based salesperson. This person will be responsible for the following. 1, conducting cold calls and in-person visits, obviously. Number 2, managing prospect inquiries and closing deals through and through. Number 3, operating under a clear incentivizing commission structure, which motivates high performance. This is important. I personally recommend a profit-based commission structure, especially if they're the only one responsible for the sales process. This means they don't make anything if they back out halfway through, because that would screw you. So you guys split the profit at the end of the month. Once the campaign is complete, this makes you guys a team. This lowers your risk and ensures that you both have mutual benefit in seeing the campaign all the way through. It's very important that the salesperson is trained on a clear sales manual, which highlights what they can and cannot say. This way, there are no accidental miscommunications or false promises that they're giving just to make a sale. And lucky for you, I include a multi-page salesperson training manual in the Scaling Master course that you can give to your first salesperson. So by following these steps, your role shifts dramatically. You'll focus only on strategic, revenue-generating activities, like closing significant deals, forging partnerships, and nurturing client relationships. In my Scaling Master course that I mentioned, I provide detailed frameworks for each of these steps and more, including precise salesperson and administrative training manuals, compensation structures, and step-by-step guides. So you'll see exactly how many hours you'll save, the precise cost of each delegation, and the additional revenue each step will unlock in that course. Delegation isn't just about letting go of control, it's about multiplying your impact and your income. It's the single most crucial step to growing your 9x12 postcard business into a sustainable, highly profitable venture. And I know you might be wondering, does this actually work? Does anybody really sell more than 2 cards per month? Let me share a quick success story from one of our community members. Her name is Trina. Trina invested in our Scaling Master course early on, soon after it came out. She implemented our strategies, delegated effectively, and scaled from 1 card to, I believe, 5 cards per month in her local metro area all around. She transitioned from hustling solo to running a thriving family business. She got her family into it, spending her days working on the business instead of drowning in it. Her entire business model, now generating significant recurring income, was built on the frameworks inside of that course. So right now you can get full access to the Scaling Master course for just $249 for now. You can find it in the school classroom. It'll be waiting for you. And we even have financing options available to make it super easy for you to jump in if you want to split up the payments. So if you're serious about growth, this is your step-by-step blueprint. And before we move on, let's cover some mistakes that you absolutely must avoid. So mistake number 1, treating every card as a brand new startup. Instead, you should be building repeatable processes. Mistake number 2 is avoiding delegation because you think it's faster and easier to do it yourself. Spoiler alert, it isn't. Quit procrastinating, that's stupid. Mistake number 3 is trying to scale before your core systems are perfected. Get your systems dialed in first, or you'll multiply your headaches instead of your profits. Still using a spreadsheet is a prime example of this. That's crazy. Avoid these pitfalls or you'll end up spinning your wheels real fast, but going nowhere, as if you're running on ice. Now the formula is simple. Batch your outreach, delegate effectively, master your time blocks, and expand into adjacent towns to boost your customer base and repeat business. Every single step you need to achieve this is meticulously detailed in the Scaling Master course that I just keep trying to sell you. But if you haven't joined our school community yet, you're truly missing out, because inside our members receive direct, unlimited DM access to me for guidance, step-by-step training to sell out your first card within a month with 0 upfront costs, access to an engaged community of fellow 9x12ers who are sharing their wins, sharing their losses, giving advice, etc. Weekly live calls for accountability, motivation, real-time advice, all the good stuff. So it's not just another course, it's an active, supportive community that's looking to help you succeed as well. So you want to hear from one of our members who has scaled to 5 cards per month? Click this video right here where I interview this dad who's consistently making 10K every single month using the 9x12 method while still holding down a full-time job. So as always, I'm rooting for you. Peace.